Hello and welcome to this episode of Microchips, and in this video I will be upgrading my computer system that I upgraded back in 2022 and put a Ryzen 5900X in. We're going to be upgrading the graphics card and the memory. But before we start, if you like the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, join the Facebook group, Patreon, buy me a coffee, all that. And now a quick word about today's video sponsor, PCBWay. PCBWay is a China Shenzhen based PCB manufacturer and circuit board assembler. PCBWay are currently enjoying their 10th anniversary with some great promotions on their website. Take the tour and get coupons for your next order. Get an exclusive badge and coupon. Put yourself on the map with other PCBWayers. Take part in their charity badge sale where proceeds go to good causes, and win some fantastic prizes in their lucky draw. PCBWay are committed to meeting all of your PCB needs. They offer quality, on-time delivery and competitive pricing. 1 to 2 layer boards start at $5 with 24-hour turnaround. Get an instant quote today by visiting PCBWay.com or click on the link below to check them out. Thank you PCBWay for sponsoring this video, it's much appreciated. And now let's get on with the upgrades. So I got this Asus 4060 Ti, quite a good deal from the Prime Day deals, and I've got some crucial memory, 32 gig DDR4 3200, which should be I won't say quicker than the memory I've got. It should be a little bit better, but at least I'm upgrading from 16 gig to 32 gigs, which will make hopefully a bit of a difference. So let's have a look inside the box, and there it is. Nothing too special. It's a graphics card in a box, and it's nice anti-static bag. So let's have a look at it. No, it's not as heavy as my old 1080, but I should at least get a performance uplift from upgrading from a 1080 to this 4060 Ti. Now, I'm not building a high-end gaming PC. This PC is used for a lot of things. I just want it to do things a little bit faster and try and squeeze as much life out of this PC as possible. And with the advent of a new AM4 chip on the horizon, I think we can make this board and system last as long as we can. Anyway, for all you plastic peeling people, there's some nice protective plastic peeling, because we know how much people enjoy seeing the protective plastic being removed. There. Wasn't that nice? Okay, so it's a graphics card. Build quality as you would expect. Obviously it's not top of the range, but I'm not going for top of the range. I just want a bit of a performance uplift. So there's the inside of my machine at the moment, with its EVGA 1080 and its adapter that moves the cables to the side, which I wasn't sure whether I liked or not, but I never got around to removing it. So we'll undo the 8-pin PCI power connectors, and then we will proceed to remove the graphics card. Now, because it's a dual height graphics card, we have to remove 2 screws. Just like so. So I'm actually quite looking forward to the new AM4 processor that's going to be released. Hopefully Gigabyte will release a BIOS that's compatible with this board, The TDP power is the same, so it shouldn't put any more stress on the VRMs. So hopefully we can squeeze as much life out of the system. And there's our graphics card removed by gently pushing down the retaining clip at the end of the PCI slot and pulling it out gently. And here's our new graphics card. So we'll take the protector off the PCIe connector and we'll line it up and we'll seat it. So it's not a particularly heavy graphics card, so we don't have to worry about it sagging, not like the 4090s, they're quite a heavy beast. So we offer it up, line it into place, and then push it down gently and wait for the click on the retention clip that will hold it in place. Place our 2 screws back in. And it's as simple as that. So second screw in place, nice and secure, excellent, and not forgetting the 8-pin PCIe power connector. And there we have it, installed, easy as that. So I'm going to run a few benchmarks as well, but first we're just going to update our drivers. So been on the NVIDIA website, got the latest drivers. Now I'm actually using studio drivers, not gaming drivers, because I do a lot of video encoding. So there's some benchmark results from before and after using TimeSpy on 3D Mark. So we have 7196 before and 12983 after. So yeah, big improvement there over the 1080. Okay, happy with that. System seems stable. Now to the bit that could make the system unstable, changing the memory. And the AM4 Ryzen chips used to hate any type of memory that wasn't tested by them being put in. And as you can see, the memory that I was using is 2666 DDR4 16 gig, so 2 times 8 gig. So we're going to upgrade it to 32 gig, 2 times 16. Now this is crucial memory that I got off their website that says it's completely compatible with this board. And it was cheap memory, so the timings are a little bit more generous than the Corsair memory. So I think what we're losing in timing, we're going to gain back in clock speed. So placing the memory in, offer it up, push it down nice and firmly, and make sure the retention clips are folded over so you know that the memory's in properly. Always a little bit tricky to get the memory in, especially when the machine's stood up. I usually like to do this lying down. So we'll fire it up, system comes on. I've gone into advanced memory settings and the XMP profile has already been selected for us. So DDR4 3200, and there's all our timings. So I'm going to save and exit, let it do its reboots. And let's have a look at some benchmarks. See if this memory's made any difference. So there's our memory that we were using. So as you can see, the timings are quite good on this, but it's only 1333, so 2666. When it's got the correct XMP profile. Now I'll have a look at the memory that I've replaced it with. Like I say, this is cheap, crucial memory. So we are DDR4 3200, but as you can see the timings are a little bit more generous on this. Now I could mess about with the timings, but I want a stable system. I don't want to sacrifice stability for that extra tiny little bit of performance. So there's our time spy benchmarks. So before 12983 and after 13067. So there's definitely a slight improvement on the CPU score. So like I say, what we've gained in mega transfers per second, we've probably lost in the lower timings. But it wasn't the timings that I was worried about. I wanted more memory. I wanted 32 gigs because when I'm video encoding, this thing eats the 16 gigs. So, okay, let's have a look at Port Royal. So we've got a score of 8016 on Port Royal. I did run a couple of RTX benchmarks as well. Just have a look at the RTX scores. I think this was one of them. This was the basic benchmark. But it says my score is 8016 and the average is 8542. So we're not too far out. Maybe that's because I'm using studio drivers, but even so, it's definitely improvement. And on Speedway, the other RTX benchmark, we've got 3207 with an average of 3230. So we're not too far off what's expected from this card. So overall it sits within what I would expect. So I think we've squeezed a little bit more out of this aging system. Like I say, I'm waiting for this new AM4 processor to come out. Maybe that'll give us a little bit more of a performance uplift as well, and then I think that's probably as much as we can do with this system. But yeah, a cheap and relatively good upgrade for an aging system. Overall happy with it. Everything seems to be stable. I've had no crashes. So yeah, all in all, very happy. Anyway, if you like the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, join the Facebook group, join Patreon, buy me a coffee, have a look at my website. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you in another video.